Good morning. Let me share this up to some groups. Okay, so now I have to go back to editing the privacy. So strange. Let's see here. Stop it, Gus. Don't be a dirt ball. You can wait in there for a little while. Good morning, guys. Hey, Pat. Congratulations, Pat. I'm super happy for you. That made my night last night. I was so glad to hear that about your legs. So glad. It just says to me that your mind is in a better place. It's gotta be. And that's a good thing. That's such a good thing. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Jennifer. Hey, Ducky. Hey, Rachel. Hey, late Lisa. Good morning, Lisa. How's Oregon? I'm just sharing to some groups. Give me one moment. We'll get started here. I'm up early because I don't know what the construction's going to be like today. Yesterday, surprisingly enough, I had a reading here in Vallarta that I had to go to their shop to read them. So I had to be up and early and out. And then I come home and it's dead silent. They don't have the big tractors. They don't have the big, the crazy noise. So it was kind of nice. Thank you for sharing, Pat. Please share and do all that stuff. Like, subscribe. So it was really nice to come home to a quiet home. I mean, granted, I'm sad that the hill is kind of gone, but I'll take it. I'll take the quietness, at least for a day. And we might have another day of quiet. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not fighting against it. I mean, there are days where I'm not super happy with it, but I try not to focus on that. And then, yesterday, I get this sort of respite, which was wonderful. And I focus on that wonderfulness while I can, because it's the best that I've got right now. So, what was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say. Oh, the one interesting thing, though, is I saw this giant toad last night. I saw it the other night, too, when I was with Joseph. We were coming home from dinner. He was on the stairs, and I think it's the same toad. He's big, so he's got to be a toad. But I looked up Frog last night and read the story of Frog, and Frog is all about cleansing and calling in the rains, and we've been getting a little bit of rain, so that's been nice here in Vallarta. It's been cooling us down in the evenings, and the plant spirits are happy because they're getting water, and I think the animal spirits are happy because they're getting water, and the lizards are coming over to my house because they have no more habitat. I saw one of those iguanas. They're called garabos, literally on my wall in my courtyard when I walked in yesterday from the reading, and it was just hanging there, looking at me oh shit, hi, I'm in your space. But I tried to go get a banana to feed it to him. He wouldn't have it. He was young. He was smaller. But it's funny. I don't know what these animals are going to do when this new building goes up. It's kind of sad because they're sort of still kind of trying to live here amidst nothing. All their trees, all their greenery is gone. And if they go that direction, they hit a highway. And if they come this direction, they're going to be on my couch. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Rose. Good morning. Hey, Nikki Renee. Good morning. Good morning, Natalie LaRose. So for those of you that are new, my name is Engelgeist. This is Engelgeist. I do a daily card prediction. I am your spiritual meteorologist or energetic meteorologist. I look at the energy of the day, just like you would look at the weather report before heading out into the day to see if there's going to be any sort of rain or troubles on your travels. This kind of is a card that I pulled for the group. The intention is that I pull this card for anybody that may not only watch this video, but come across it. The card represents the general energy, so it's general. It may not apply to everyone, and it may apply to different degrees to different people. So some people may feel it more intensely than others. But it is a general card for the energy of the day that we'll be dealing with today, the 13th of July, 2019, on a Saturday. We're ending out our week. We've had an interesting week. We kicked off with some really big major arcana cards, and we were definitely told, I think, we were definitely told that we are planting, what we are planting is what we will be sowing this week. And I think that that was sort of also going on last week, you know, the further clarification of that, let's say, during this month of July, and the all of the eclipses and retrogrades and everything. And you know, what I've been doing in my meditations, just as an aside, is kind of saying hello to these planets and remembering that there is a divine plan and that there is a reason why planets go retrograde. There's a purpose to it. So I try and align myself in my meditations with that purpose, and it seems to be making the retrogrades go a little bit easier. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not turning off my my broadcast early by accident, like I did the other day, which was total Mercury retrograde. But at least I was able to laugh at myself about it. I didn't get frustrated. It didn't piss me off. I think a couple people on the opposite end thought their computers broke, but it is what it is, right? So we just let it be, and we laugh at it, and I try and keep in mind that even these retrogrades are here to support us in some way and teach us in some way. And again, like I say, we find the blessing in it, and it changes our relationship to it. Okay, so let's look for the energy for today. Let's take a deep breath and bring ourselves into present time, which is July 13th, Saturday, 2019. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's just take another one. Oh, that feels good. It always feels good to do that. Okay, let me shuffle the cards. Hey, Gen D Fiore, good morning. Interesting. Hey, good morning, Amanda Kupenmeyers. I hope you're having a good Saturday, all of you. I know Pat is. Pat should be having the best Saturday right now. If you guys haven't seen Pat's post in the Engelgeist group, she has had a little bit of a medical relief happen for her that is beautiful. And I'm really excited for her. For all of us, really. Because I think when we up our game like that, we affect others around us. And that allows others to up their game. Okay, so I'm going to say this. As I'm shuffling these cards, the energy feels heavier than it has the last couple of days. So I'm not sure what's going on. It feels like there's a little bit of resistance going on today for Saturday for some of us. I don't know if there's maybe new people watching, or people are a little bit troubled, or there's some worry going on for some of us, but it just feels like there's sort of like outside resistance today. Don't get frustrated. Stay focused on the positive. It feels to me like we might find that things are a little bit harder to get accomplished than they have been the last few days. The cards definitely felt lighter the last few days, but like the shuffles, let's say, okay? Because we did have that Man of Crystals Inventor on Thursday, which was not like a light card per se, but it did feel like the energy was moving quicker. I feel like the energy is slowing down today for Saturday, so that might be a good thing. Today might be a good day to rest. Today might be a good day to not take too much on. Today might be a good day to just sort of recharge, okay? If you find yourself trying to do too much, or you find yourself dealing with too much resistance, well, that's okay. You're gonna get things accomplished. It's just gonna require a little bit of elbow grease and a little bit maybe extra effort. Is never a good thing to put into our energy, but a little bit more of a push on our part to get our stuff accomplished today. Don't freak out though, it's nothing major. Let's look at our card. So our card is the Strength card, but it came out inverted, guys, which is strange to me. We don't usually get a lot of inversions, but I'm gonna look at that for a minute. Now also, in true Mercury retrograde fashion, when I turned on my computer this morning, Buddha, you know our good friend Buddha, like he's my weatherman helper, his camera is being weird. So when I switch to Buddha, he's going to be full camera today. I guess he wants more spotlight. That's the deal. But let me look at this card for a minute. This card is all about us having inner strength. It is a major arcana card, which I love that. We started off the week with major arcanas. We had the star on Monday. We had the universe on Tuesday. We're ending out with strength on Saturday. But it is inverted, so I'm going to read it in two different ways. I'm going to read both the inversion and the upright version, right, of how I perceive things. So let me look at this for you. Let me switch over to Buddha. We'll show you what Buddha's up to with his Mercury retrograde. See, Buddha's like kind of wanting more screen time. So this is the strength card upright. I'm going to read the upright version first. To me, this is the card that sort of says that we have the strength to do whatever it is we want to achieve. We just need to sort of bring that strength forward and rely upon it. There is this butterfly here, which always makes me think of transformation. It makes me think of the fact that we have the opportunity to transform whatever situation we're maybe feeling that we're not strong enough to handle if we tap into this strength. This statue here with this egg says to me that whatever it is we're trying to protect or keep safe, we can, and we need to realize we have the strength to do that. This could be an idea, this could be an existing thing, maybe a relationship, maybe a friendship, maybe a job, or a new idea, a new business venture, a new, whatever it is here that's important to us. It's delicate, and to us that means, to me, as I'm reading this card, it means that we're sort of trying to guard over it with this lion, right? And we need to utilize our strength to do so. This white statue here always says that it's supported by spirit for me. So like whatever we're doing, we have the strength because not only do we have our own internal spiritual strength that is our own from our own spirit, we also have guides and our guardian angels that help to support us. And if we call upon them, we are able to utilize their help to stay strong. We're also, these pillars back here and back here say to me that we've been in the past points of strength for others, and we need to remember that and be that for ourselves. Sometimes when I look at this card, and I'm feeling this today, is sometimes we don't necessarily honor our own strength by giving it to ourselves as much as we would easily give it to others, and then we still don't really acknowledge it when we give it to others because we're so sort of unaware, because it comes so naturally, because it's almost like it's more comfortable for us to give to somebody else than to our own self. Well, this to me says that we have this strength for ourselves today. The heaviness of the card, I'm going to turn Buddha off just for a second so I can feel like I'm talking directly to you guys. Oh no, I've frozen. And the dogs are barking. Great. Mercury retrograde! Can you guys still hear me? Hey, Xena. Alright, I'll leave it on the card because I hope you guys can still hear me. Shush! Stop it! Oh man, it's Mercury retrograde, isn't it? So, this strength card to me, it says that we can be strong for ourselves just as easily as we can be strong for other people. Now, the inversion of it all makes me feel like some of us out there who might be watching this, like if I go in and I invert this card like that, it makes me feel like some of us are not trusting ourselves. I don't know what's going on. It looks like I am frozen, so I'm gonna just keep going with it. To me, the inversion says that maybe some of us are not trusting ourselves, and I also think that some of us are accessing our strength through possibly our anger, or drawing our boundaries from a place of, say, anger, frustration, or resentment. We may find that today. That might be some of that resistance that I was feeling in the shuffle. We might find ourselves in situations where we're sort of a little bit annoyed or frustrated, and our strength comes through from that frustration. That would be the inversion. Now, that is a form of strength, and there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes, how do I want to say it? Things backfire when we come at it from a place of aggression or frustration. We put that energy out there and then we maybe get more of that in return. We will find our strength, we will draw our boundaries, but what we really want to do is we want to upright this card for those of you that might feel a little bit off or feel like you're not necessarily being heard or you don't feel supported. You have to remember that this card is present and it can be uprighted into the upright position very easily by just calling upon that strength within yourself, reminding yourself that you have it and owning it and operating from that place. Again, I'm going to go back to Buddha really quick because I feel funny looking at my face not moving. Again, when we upright this card, though, for those of you that are maybe feeling off or not feeling quite connected, part of the reason why I'm saying that this might come out as anger or sort of frustration today, to draw boundaries, to be clear, to be strong, is this hot red water down here, this red mountain here. It feels kind of fiery. This red leaf here, it feels sort of like it flares up, right? And it's sort of, there is also another butterfly here that I've actually never noticed before. That's interesting. So there's transformation on this side too. It's funny. There's like a butterfly here and a butterfly here. Like, we have a choice which way we want to use our strength today. Do we want to use it inverted, or do we want to use it upright? And so upright, I think, is us holding back, believing that Spirit is supporting us, and knowing that we are strong and carrying our strength through. Inverted is maybe being a little bit more on the fearful side, still using our strength and drawing boundaries, but being a little bit more frustrated with our situation, a little bit more in resistance to our situation, a little bit more, I don't know if aggressive is the right word, but, or combative sounds kind of strong too, but it's just kind of like coming at it a little bit more forcefully. When we do that, we sort of put everything else on the offense, and then it offers up more resistance, and then we feel more frustration, and then we, still continue to stay in that sort of inverted place. So let's make a conscious effort today to remind ourselves that this strength is here and present for us in its upright position, and that if we're feeling off, we just need to call upon it and bring it forward for ourselves. Once we do that, we should be good, and we should be able to get through the day. As I said, and I'm going to stick to this, I think that today is a good day to relax, to give yourself something that you need or that you want, to make sure that you yourself feel supported and loved. I think that is really the transformation you want to have, because, again, let me go back to Buddha. I hate staring at my face frozen. I don't know what's going on with the delivery of this on the other end. This butterfly is bigger, and I feel like this is the upright butterfly today. We want to be the upright butterfly, folks. I sound like a freak. Be the upright butterfly. But we want to be that upright butterfly today, and trust in our own strength and the strength of our spiritual self and our spiritual guides, our spiritual guardian angels, however you see it, and our ideas, our desires, and what's important to us, and know that they are protected and safe, okay? What was I going to say? I'm going to turn this off and wrap this up because I don't know what is going on. Jen says, thank you. It's a final chapter closing in an awful time in my life, so lots of feelings, anger, frustration, anxious. Okay, that might be why this card is inverted, Jen. Di Fiore, perfect example. You can upright it. You have the strength. You've come this far, and this chapter is coming to a close, so let it close and just know that you've handled it and you've done the best that you can, and let it close on a high note, right? You can do that. Tonight I am doing a pop-up event, you guys. There's a posting in the group. Readings are $12 for 3 cards. 1 card is $5. If you pre-order through my PayPal, you will get an extra card on whatever order you order. And what we're doing, the subject is going to be on what you need to release before this next eclipse, because that's the door closing. Hey, Nate Hansen. That's the door closing for us on this eclipse tunnel. I've just put the link in there for you guys to find my information and to be able to make payments via PayPal. But we're looking at what it is we may or may not be aware of that we need to let go of before this eclipse comes. That's why we're having the pop-up a few nights before the eclipse, so we can kind of look at that, get comfortable with that energy, sort of address it and let it go, and let the eclipse take it away with us, so that we're not dealing with it any more than we need to. Funny, when I go to flip the deck, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to go to Buddha, because I don't know if my camera's working. When I flip the deck, sometimes people do this, I notice on YouTube, is the bottom of the deck is an answer to a question, and the bottom of the deck card today is balance, which is similar to what I was explaining with those 2 butterflies, but also I'm talking about this event. So this event is all about us sort of sorting out and finding our balance and finding what we need to let go of so that we can get more balanced in our life. Again, it's a major arcana card, so I like that balance shows up at the bottom of the deck today. So tune in for that tonight. It's going to be at 7 p.m. my time, which I believe is Central Standard Time. I believe that's 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific. Come to the Engelgeist group. Please like, share, subscribe, and join. I'm available for private readings. They are bookable through that PayPal link on the Linktree link that I will repost just one more time. Please like and share and post this video, even if I'm not sure if it's working. I don't know if you guys are actually seeing the video or me moving, because I can't see myself. I see myself as frozen. But you guys are still here and chatting, so I guess something's working. But you guys, remember, you have the strength to get through whatever it is you're dealing with. If you're feeling rough or feeling like sensitive or vulnerable, emotional, that's all okay. Just call upon your inner strength, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be sort of forceful, or you can just sort of sit in your strength and quietly like sort of care for yourself today, and that's fully acceptable and a wonderful thing to do for yourself, especially mid-month, especially with everything that we've been dealing with, especially with this Mercury retrograde. You know, give yourself some time and some love. You deserve it. You know, we give it to others all the time, and with ease, because we don't think about it, because it's not directed at ourselves. So, but when we try and direct it to ourselves, all of a sudden we go like, oh, I can't, I don't know how. I do it myself. It's silly. So, let's not get caught in that today. Let's just sit in our strength and know that we are strong. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, I like to end with this. It's all just energy, guys. So it's all constantly changing and evolving. So if you're in something right now that maybe doesn't feel so good or doesn't feel so right, don't worry. It too shall pass. And the sooner that you can find the blessing in it and the gratitude for it, the sooner you will be able to move through it with ease and grace. And that's what we're all sort of looking for, is the ability to move through life situations with ease and grace, learn from them, grow from them, and become like sort of, I don't know, more full, wholehearted beings, right? Or at least that's my goal. I don't know about you guys. Good morning, Leslie Ann. So, I thank you, Amanda Argentine. Thank you. I like the wings too. Frozen, let it go. Pat, let it go. I am frozen. Oh, okay, good to know. But it's a cute picture of me, so we'll just leave it there. It's typical Mercury retrograde shit. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off, and I hope you guys all have a great Saturday. Please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would love it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If I get 100 subscribers, I can change the name of my YouTube channel, which I'm trying to do. I am at 94. We're slowly climbing. So, and please join the Engelgeist group. Feel free to message me if you have any questions or if you want to book a reading. And tune in tonight for the pop-up. It's about letting go, what we need to let go of prior to this eclipse on the 16th, okay? And hopefully my camera won't freeze on us, okay? At least I'm not eating and talking at the same time. Who does that, Pat? I'll have a cup of coffee, but you can't even see me sip it, I guess, because I'm frozen. All right, you guys, I love you all. Have a great day. Sorry for the freeze up, but don't, you guys don't freeze up in your world. Pat, I'm super happy about your legs. That is wonderful. Really relish that and enjoy that, and know that that was your strength. That was your, something in you started to believe that it could be possible, and those clots are gone, and I love you for sharing that. I love that you have overcome that, and that's fucking awesome, guys. All right, I will talk to you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, my time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Or as Ducky likes to put, 8 p.m. Eat Time, EAT, which I don't know. Maybe Ducky's going to have a sandwich while the thing is going on. And that's 5 p.m., I believe, Pacific Standard Time. But please tune in, like, share, subscribe. And I love you guys. Sorry that everything froze up. But you know what? The sooner we can have a laugh at it, the easier it is. All right. Nothing sticks to humor. Nothing sticks to, what's the word? Oh, I can't think. Amusement. Amusement is a great energy to be in if you're in a bad mood. If you can bring yourself to amusement, it's kind of close to joy. And if you can get into amusement, nothing negative or low vibration can stick to amusement. So if you can find something to laugh at, you're in a good place. So I'm going to go shave. You know what I'm doing today? I'm going to go get a massage, I think, and some Reiki and take care of myself. The YouTube channel name, it's on Jen. It's here. in this link. If you click on this link or type this link into your browser, it's going to take you to a series of buttons, and that will take you to my YouTube channel. It's under my old gamer tag, which is Neptune's Wake, but you'll see the Engelgeist logo there. And I'm trying to get people to follow me on YouTube. I think YouTube is a better format. And once we get YouTube really going, I probably will stop using this restream, and I'll just solely use YouTube and then post the videos from YouTube directly onto Facebook. This restream thing freezes up and does all sorts of wonky stuff. So I'm sorting that out, but I really want to build my YouTube audience. And any of you that are watching from Facebook that have YouTube accounts, please go over and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right? I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.